Hey, what's up guys? This is Didier and well, welcome to my week 2 of my weekly gaming news video. I know this really isn't a weekly gaming news video, but sometimes there's just weeks where there really isn't anything to talk about. So yeah, I kind of want to talk about the gameplay just a bit first. As you can see, I'm playing some Domination on Arcden. And this is actually the first time I ran the Assault Juggernaut kill streak. Now, this kill streak requires you to get 15 kills in a row, and what it really is you become like a juggernaut, like a moving tank. I think you get like 1,000 hit points, and you're more resistant to explosives, and you get like a machine gun. It's a lot of fun to use, and it's kind of underrated because I don't really see anyone else use it. I saw it once where some guy got it from a care package, and I thought it was just awesome. So I decided to run it, and yeah, this is like my first game actually running it, so enjoy that. So now on to the gaming part of this video. The big news of this week, as you guys probably already know, Apple has announced their new iPad called the iPad 4G. Now some of you guys thought it was going to be called the iPad 3, and I'll explain later why Apple decided to call it the iPad 4G. So starting off, the iPad 4G features a Retina display that you guys all are familiar with on the iPhone series. Now this Retina display is crazy. Compared to the iPad 2, there's about like 4 times the amount of pixels on there, counting in as 3.1 million pixels. Wow, that's a lot of pixels. And the resolution on this thing is way higher than that of your HD 1080p TVs out there, or maybe computer monitors. Now, in this iPad, there's also a new processing chip known as the A5X chip, as well as a quad-core graphics drive. Now, Apple has stated that with these two combined together in the iPad is actually more powerful than the Xbox 360. Now, can you believe that? More powerful than the Xbox 360. You're literally holding a thin piece of metal, and it has the power of literally a computer in it. Just the thought of that and how our technology advanced is just crazy. Now, you might expect the Retina display on the iPad may drain a lot of power. However, because of the new processing chip, the AFX chip, um, Apple has managed to make the iPad still last 10 hours, not on standby, but while you're doing stuff. Things like when you're watching YouTube videos, or playing video games, or browsing the web, it will last you 10 hours, which is really nice. And I do believe the iPad 2 lasts somewhere around that range as well. And yeah, so like the previous iPad, the new iPad also has a camera uh, at 5 megapixels. Now this 5 megapixels will allow you to shoot videos at 1080p, and like any other cameras, there are features like face detection and video stabilization. However, I don't really think you would be uh, using your iPad to take photos or shoot videos. You may occasionally use it here or there, but I think people would actually prefer using a actual camera to do those types of things. So now, on to why the iPad is called the iPad 4G. Well, if you can guess, the iPad 4G will be running on the 4G network that is available at certain companies in like America. I do believe a American company known as TNT, is that what it's called? I don't remember. Uh, has a 4G option for people to a 4G network. Now this 4G network has a crazy speed. You can see speeds of up to 42 megabits per second, which is like phenomenal for a Wi-Fi connection. Because if you compare it to LAN, right? Here in Canada, I went on some websites, and like the highest speed you can get for LAN is about like 100 megabits per second, and seeing speeds of 42 megabits per second for on a wireless connection is just crazy. So, on to the pricing. How expensive is the iPad? Well, if you can guess, very. It's very, very expensive. If you strip everything from the iPad, just having the Wi-Fi and at the lowest storage, which is the 16 gigabyte version. So the Wi-Fi with 16 gigabyte version will cost you $519 Canadian, and it probably range the same amount in American. For the 4G, if you want 4G as well as the maximum amount of storage, which is 64 gigabytes, so Wi-Fi plus 4G and 64 gigabyte, that will cost you 859 bucks Canadian or 800 bucks US. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for me, and I probably don't see myself buying one anytime soon. However, the iPad 2 has lowered in price down from, I do believe, its original price of $499 to $399. I don't quite remember, somewhere around the $300 to $400 range. And yeah, that's basically it for the iPad. Oh yes, along with the iPad, Apple has also released a new mobile device known called the iOS 5. Now, in this iOS 5, there's 200 new features. Features like notification center, a iMessage app allows you to message other people for free as long as you have internet connection, as well as things like integrated Twitter. There really isn't a lot of new things on there. You can probably expect it to be faster, more reliable, less bugs, and more stable. And yeah, that's basically it for things about Apple. Alright, on to the other news of this week, and that is recently I heard rumors about a new console in the make. Not like next generation console, but an actual like brand new console. Like brand new console design, name, all that. And it is actually being designed by a company known as Valve. Valve is a company that is actually famous for games like Team Fortress 2, Counter-Strike Source, Left 4 Dead 2, games like those, as well as a software on the PC called Steam. Now, Steam is basically like your Xbox Live or your PlayStation Network, except for the PC. Now, rumors has it that Steam is actually not really developing the console. They're really developing a set of specifications. How powerful this console should be, and we're going to release it to the public, not the public, to hardware companies, and the hardware companies will take these specifications and create a console out of it. And this is a great idea because you get people who are good at software making, like Valve, and you combine it with good hardware manufacturers, companies like Dell or maybe like Alienware, and then they'll create a combining those together and making a gaming console. It's gonna be one hell of a console. However, later I did find out that this rumor was a false, and Valve did deny that they were developing a new console. However, the idea of a Steam box or a Steam console, it's still there. They're still considering maybe sometime in the future they may actually create a console. This is great news. This is great news because I'm a fan of Valve. I like all the stuff they make. I pretty much have a lot of their games, and if they ever do make a console, right? I'm not a big console player, and I'm not really into consoles. But if they do ever make a console, it'd be really interesting, and I really want to see it. So yeah, biggest news of this week is the iPad, and yeah, that's basically it. Hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. I do believe 32-2. I don't quite remember. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.